clarify, the lathe was used to do the back half, like he said, and then we would mount it into the mill using a rotary chuck, and that was used to get it centered, which is one of the challenges. I think that comes up on a future slide. And after that, we took it back to the lathe because it was actually originally pretty tall right here, and it was just stuck out from the wheel way more than it needed to, so we ended up trimming it down to a much more reasonable height. And we also used the lathe to go back and just kind of cut off any chunks that didn't, where the milling didn't go through the wall. And we also used the lathe to kind of take a grinder to it, clean these sharp edges off. And then the truck, like we said before, we're going to mill that out of the SolidWorks that we'll import into Serpent, and it'll be hopefully just like you saw.
Alright, for scalability, we tried to think of ways to make it easier and faster to produce. Since we had to use multiple machines for the wheels, I thought it would be good to maybe have two different operators, so one can be doing the milling operations and one can be doing the lathe operations, and just constantly making those parts. Also, our finishing operation took a really long time, so if we could find a way to manipulate our G-code and make that go faster, that would be very helpful. For the trucks, since we're having to assemble 3 parts together, if we had time to make a mold and just do it all in one step and be able to make one single whole part instead of 3 individual parts, that would definitely cut down on the production time.
The difficulties, like we said, initially I tried making this wheel in just a regular vise, just a square vise, and I just kind of guessed to the best of my ability where the center was. And I still don't know if that's exact center, but I knew that was going to be a problem, so we got that circular chuck that could go in the milling machine, and that really helped out there. And we were able to find the center easily because we take it all the way in and find exactly what the center is using a dial indicator. And then deciding speed and speeds. Oh yeah, well, initially it was just going way too fast. I probably altered the Serpent code like 4 times at least after. I think by the 3rd wheel I was finally sticking with my G code that I had, just tuning the speeds. Then having the rest of the wheel level, we ended up having to take a block and cut it into 3 pieces that was level. So we rested the wheel on that. So we'd have a nice level surface at the end, and the wheel won't be like crazy. And anything else to talk about the trucks?
Yeah, well, the trucks were kind of a pain from the start. Our original plan just kind of, fell apart right from the beginning because we had to do things to accommodate for other groups. Things had to be coordinated and everything, and it just wasn't working out with our plan. Also, obviously, we couldn't do some of the things we wanted to with the 3-axis milling machine, so we had to basically redesign it from scratch and use a lot of problem-solving techniques to fix that, I guess. But yeah, I mean, making a structurally stable 3-piece truck kind of challenging when you have to have things that fit the parameters for other groups and everything.
For future enhancements, we could tweak the operation to make the finishing runs faster, as we already said. One problem, we tried to coat 1/2 of our wheels.
I don't know, some kind of iron something in a tumbler, and
It didn't come out well at all.
it could have come out. It came out how it was supposed to, but it required a lot more operations afterwards that really weren't worth the time, so we didn't do it for any of the other ones.
So if we could find a way to put a better surface finish or coat on it, that would be nice. And then also, as we said, make a mold for the truck so it could be molded in one piece.
would say, in conclusion, the project's been extremely challenging, but fairly rewarding. It was a good chance to actually put some engineering skills, to the test. When past problems arise, you have to come up with solutions in a time-efficient manner, and figure out ways to fix problems that you wouldn't have even thought about being a problem before they came up. So, that was rewarding in that regard. Because I found it was extremely important to have group communication and everything, and keeping communication between the groups was also important. Had to run up and down between the lab upstairs and down here to make sure things were okay. If you had to change anything or anything, it was unfortunate. You let the other groups know and everything. So anything can be magnified. It's a little problem with our project, our part of the project can be magnified through someone else and the whole thing can just fall apart from one small issue. I would say in the future, trying to be smart to get started with the roads and figure out these problems, because it's been kind of stressful figuring things out in the last minute, it seems like. So getting things done early so that other groups can have a chance to communicate and adjust their plans accordingly. Probably be beneficial.
And last, we would like to thank a couple people. First, we would like to thank Steve for spending so much time in the lab working on these wheels. It was another pain. And then we would like to thank Jason for helping us with our G-code and cert cam. And we would like to thank Dan for helping us in the lab. And then we figured we would recognize the rest of us, Grant, John, and myself, for the part that we did on the trucks.